Alrighty, welcome back to Menace from the Deep. We are playing episode number 26. We'll be doing journey number 24. And fuck me. I updated OBS a few episodes back, and it fucked up my settings for recording the goddamn game, and I didn't realize that it wasn't recording game sound again for the last several episodes. It's hard to test it to hear if you're recording the sound when you're playing. And it was recording my mic, but wasn't recording the sound from the actual game again. I think I have the problem licked. I'm not sure why updating the version number caused the change, but anyway, moving on. So last episode we got to Chithutul again, with a new deck. I think we played the Professor, the last deck that we opened up, so we're going to go ahead and play the Cultist. Confirm this. We're going to select the new deck here. We picked up the Gambler deck. So it's a basic deck with a powerful combination of cards, but will it be useful in every battle? Okay. Let us see. Oh. Guess I should confirm that. Try to get the deck again. Alright, Gambler deck. Confirm. Yeah, so I think there's like 6 or 7 episodes there with no game sound. Anyway, not that we missed a whole bunch, I don't think. I don't think we actually had anybody talking. Maybe we did. Anyway, sorry for that. Moving on. Let's see. There's a museum. Alright, we'll go ahead and head to the museum. So it seems like the brothel does not show up until the second chapter. Alright. What do we have here? We get 2 of the anti-clotting already, huh? So, recover 10 at the end of each battle. Restore 1 at the end of each battle. Actually, the tranquilizers are pretty damn good. At least considering how the Chithutul mechanic works. Alright, we also get some armor here. We can recover 4 on a bandage. We can do some armor. Apply some trauma. Spider eggs. Epic. Okay, some spider eggs. Alright. Why can't I see their intention? There it is, okay. Yeah, if I hit it with another armor, I can avoid that. Wow. Lose 1. Grants 10 charge if hero is 30% or less. Then additional. So you're going to be swapping action points, man. That's kind of terrible. I'm not sure if I want to use that. Unless I get something that gives me action points. probably should have killed it first. Vulnerability, endorphins, 6 charge. Okay. Alright, I guess we'll try this. I guess I should have tried that before. Well, it's only like, it only lasts for 1 attack, right? 10 on this 1 attack. So we gotta figure out a way of getting ability points. Alright, rusty knife. Apply a poison. Alright, we'll take that. Backstab. Letter of the printer. Deal 5 through block to targeted enemy. Weak spot. Deal 6 to targeted enemy. For each card. For each usage of this card, additional 4 points. That's a 3. Okay. Should we go there first? Okay, let's we can work a job here. Alright. Beat foe. Let's go ahead and pop that on him. I love how that gets him into the back. It actually shows we're getting into the back. Restore 1 after each attack on sanity. Well, that's one way of doing it. Rare. Apply sharp teeth to the target hero if hero is hurt. Your sanity doesn't get hit all that often to replenish it, but this deck is working off of this mechanic, so we're gonna go ahead and get it. Apply a stun to a random enemy. Okay. Restore 3 while visiting the motel. Refuel. Apply bleeding to a random enemy. Grants 2. Restore 1. Receive 10. Exhaust. Yes, let's get that. So this will go to this motel. Yeah. 3. 2 museums in a row. Wow.
Well, well, well. Look who's here.
Summon progeny. starting to see a lot more relics now. The epic ones. Grants ability abomination. Gain 10. Increases max. Oh, yes, we gotta get this. Damn it, I really wanted to get the other one, but we have to get that. Stun. I can't get them all though, can I? 100. 20. I could sell something. Okay,
Come
let's see if I can
again.
work without it.
If you don't die.
Really doesn't work in this deck anyway, because it's not a companion type deck or summons deck. Alright, so we're definitely getting improved stuff for sure. We have never seen this many relics. Epic relics. Gain 1 relic at the end of each monster melee. Oh wow, holy shit, really? Fuck yeah, let's try that. Monster melee. Okay, so it's gotta be monster melees. Alright, let's get that one. Fueling station. So we're getting fuel every time we go to a motel. Motel down there. Yep, I'm getting ready to come across one of those already, so work another shift. Hit up this encounter. This guy again. You have anything for him? Nope. Nothing for him. Alright, let's hit this monster melee so we got a chance to get a relic out of it. It's a flammable on him, huh? Vampirism. Converts block into charge with 100% efficiency. So when do we find out if we got the relic? My weakness. Deal 60 targets plus trauma. Exhaust for each 2. In the exhaust pile, restore 1. Okay, let's get that. So I guess we didn't get a relic. That's upsetting. Damn it. No, it's a low possibility, but still. Alright, we need a refuel. Asylum Motel. Warehouse. Restore my ability points there. Get 3 more out of that if I do that. Or I can go here, hit the motel, and hit the monster mash. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take our chances at getting another relic. Alright. Apply the bleeding. So, does the charge work with this on the bleed? How does it work? It doesn't. Okay. Good to know. Doesn't work on applying bleeding. Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and throw this thing down. Fire ritual. Exhaust. Okay, for each 2 in the exhaust pile. Okay, in the exhaust pile. That changes things a little bit, doesn't it? %discount at the relic. Deal 6 to all enemies for each skill. 5 skill cards played. I don't know how many skill cards we have. We'll have to check that out. Accessory used to upgrade abilities. Alright. Discard 1 card of your choice. That's actually pretty damn good. Exhaust. Move one card of your choice from the discard to the hand. Lose 1 bloodlust level. One card from your discard to the hand. Lose 1 bloodlust level. Alright, hopefully I'm going to build up bloodlust levels enough to do that. I don't know if I'm going to or not. It might be a mistake. It could be a bad mistake, actually. Refuel. Let's go ahead and get that up. Alright. Goes to the exhaust pile. Probably not gonna need that now. Okay. a lot of damage coming at me. Remove bleeding and trauma. Exhaust, get endorphins. Alright, let's do that. I guess we didn't get a relic again. It'd be nice to see it trigger once just to make sure it's working. Alright, well, that sucked. Don't have any ability points. This big bastard here. Maybe 12. So if I hit this thing with a stun now, does it stop that attack? It does. Okay. Alright, get to use the ability. Remove one card of your choice from the discard pile. Hmm. Okay. Okay. This character cannot choose the target of their actions for 2 turns. I just used backstab and it didn't work, so... Interesting. So... Does that mean I can't can't attack at all? Okay, it's just... I can't choose it, okay. Well, that's weird. And who the hell... Okay, it backstabbed him. I see who it did. Okay. That's a shit ton of damage coming at me, huh? Ooh, look at that. It gives 2 at the beginning of any battle. Train ticket. Move 1 card of your choice from exhaust to hand. Adds 1 consumable slot. Take down that one. Get that one. He's bleeding 3 times. Alright, let's see. PlayStation. Asylum encounter unknown. Let's go that way. Lighthouse guy. Alright, ignore him. Oh, nothing. We already did that. So let's attack him this time. You pretend to offer help to the poor old man. As you approach, you grab him in a bear hug and start choking him. Although the old man is quite elderly, he still delivers powerful blows to your torso, but eventually he loses consciousness. You check to see if there's anything valuable in his pockets. We lost 8, but we picked up those. Shit. I like the wrench. Poison. Yeah, I like that. I like consumable slot. Alright, let's kill the wrench. Got a navigation. Alright. Piss. That might be bad for me. This is probably going to be bad for me. Shit. Yeah, it's not gonna be good for me. And now I get the damn. Alright, let's go ahead and remove that now. Yeah, I fucked myself on this one, didn't I? Yes, you did. You fucked yourself. This bomb is ticking. Another bomb. Oh, dumbass. That was stupid. That was dumb. That was dumb, 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 dumb. Some of the shields will carry over at least. What happened to it? What happened to it? There it is. Wow. I did not think I was going to live when that. Restore 2 at the beginning of. Nah, it's just not worth it. dexterity. Caution. At the end of his turn, the character gains block equal to the bloodlust level multiplied by 1. Even shadows. Deals 3 to a targeted enemy by 1 burning. We're gonna reject those. Alright, let's get all our abilities back here. And heal up through those if we have to. Alright. I would like to do that, but I need healed. Well, Tail's way the fuck down there. Let's see. Alright. Smuggling game. Good time for that. A really good time for that. Alright, definitely need 12. Can do 17. Do that. Why? Okay. Yeah. Damn, we were so low. Steal some bricks. Pairs game. Alright. Sharp knife. And bandages. Bloody rain. Bloody rain. Bandages. Well, this is kind of pointless with these, because what's the point, you know? Bloody rain gets 1. Blood love plus, receive 3. I mean, either of those, like, they need to be better cards on that game. I don't think that game's good. Unless it gets better later. And all we've seen is common cards. It's like, what's the point? Alright. Back into where we can start doing something, I think. Alright, good. It's a monster one, too. Spider eggs, huh? If I do that again, will it stack it? Why not, right? Let's take 2 of them. Okay. Deals 5 damage. I think that's gonna die no matter what next turn. I'm gonna kill it just in case. That's terrible. Oh my god. They're healing up. Fucking poison's kicking my ass. That bleeding's kicking my ass. It's gonna be too late, isn't it? There's nothing I can do here. Wow. Another one I didn't think I'd get through. Row 5. Reduces the energy cost of 3 cards in hand by 1. Molotov. Let's put the Molotov. Alright, so we're back down to having our ass kicked. With no ability points, no way to heal. Here it's 50%. Alright, we're gonna definitely try that. We should get a clay golem here, I think. Refueling station. We gotta go through a fight, no matter what we do here.
Well, well, well. Look who's here.
Shell. Wither. Character takes invisible. Those are all nice to have right now. Alright. Increases max.
As you wish.
Iron random troops. Alright, I need to find a way to get through this next fight,
As
so I'll
you
get that
wish.
and that'll help me with that.
Come again, if you don't die.
What happened to the travel deck? Didn't I have 4 travel decks? Shit. I can't get to anywhere that's gonna give me a heal. Why does it say I have? Oh, I must have exhausted that deck. So I have to get through the elite foe to get healed. Fuck. Alright. Let's see how well this works out. So I should get a golem here, right? Alright, look at this thing. Okay. So we're going to go with invisibility and shell. Can't do that. I gotta. Let's do. Fuck. There he went. That was it. That's all I got. Yeah, I was fighting to stay alive that whole round. I don't know where it went bad, but I felt like I was just struggling the entire time to stay alive. That sucked. I was just struggling to stay alive. Glasses with a slightly pink tinted lens. A very unusual item. The story of Julia, the other one we don't give a shit about. Even from a young age, Julia and her sister were inseparable. They remained the best of friends despite their vastly different personalities. While Julia was restless, energetic, and constantly getting into trouble, her sister was an obedient and shy girl. The differences didn't divide them, but rather strengthened their bond. And while Julia was fiercely protective of her sister, in return, would always help her when she inevitably wandered into more trouble. Julia always had an immense ambition and desire to achieve greatness. She wanted to change the world and leave her mark on it. It was because of this that she chose to become a journalist, knowing that one day she would be known for writing a sensational story. Many who knew her considered this a naive dream, but those who knew her well understood her persistence and fierce determination could overcome any obstacle in her path. Then one day, after returning home from uncovering yet another incredible story, she learned her sister had disappeared without a trace. No one had any idea where her sister could have gone, and the police had no concrete leads. The foundation of Julia's life was irrevocably changed. Her career ambitions and aspirations were pushed aside, and now the only thing that mattered to her was finding her sister. Using her skills as an investigative journalist, Julia quickly became a competent detective, and the case rapidly engulfed her entire life. She used all possible methods she could to arrive closer to the truth. She no longer cared about morality and bribed, intimidated, and forced information from others. She gradually gathered evidence and learned that her sister had been kidnapped by a mysterious cult or secret society. She had no idea what their sinister intentions may be, but she would not be stopped and was willing to risk her life to uncover the truth to save her sister. Over time, Julia learned that, sadly, her sister was no longer alive. She was not ever able to obtain direct evidence, but the significant pieces of information she had uncovered, along with her intuition, left her no doubt. Heartbroken, she was left with an unbearable grief, which gradually grew into a desire for revenge. A desire only for revenge. She swore she would do everything and anything to destroy those responsible for her sister's death. With the most annoying voice imaginable. Alright, we're gonna end this episode here. Pick up the next episode playing the last Abomination deck. Alright, later guys.